What is going on, everybody? We are back with another Raw review. This is CCW, and I'm Nick.
And I'm Joe.
And this is for November 24th. An interesting Raw. So, I didn't mind the show, but it definitely had some weird stuff about it.
Yeah, it was an easy watch, but nothing happened.
It was at least a better go-home show to a PLE than whatever the fuck AEW did last Dynamite.
I'm so burnt out on AEW. That was a very long Saturday.
So it's Raw. I don't even know where they were because I missed that because I had to go use the bathroom.
They were in what? They were in Oklahoma City.
OKC. I guess he did say that, didn't he? Everybody said that.
Ad nauseum. Ad nauseum.
So Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett are on commentary. Listen, here's how my notes write out though. We start with Roman Reigns. He says hi. Cody comes out. He says hi.
Oh, dude, we are 15 minutes into the show and nobody has said shit.
Yeah, no. Roman Reigns did his whole acknowledge me. Cody said, "What do you want to talk about?" Cody then does say though he wants to know why Roman is in this match because apparently on SmackDown he went on a whole tirade on why he was in the match.
Was the summation of that? Oh, we're baby faces.
No, there was some other stuff that was said. Yeah, it was actually a really good promo from what is normally very boring Cody. But
I'm ready for a Cody heel turn so bad.
He was fired up though because it was just after fighting with the Bloodline on SmackDown. But basically, he wants to know why Roman's in the match because he's trying to make sure that he can trust Roman. Roman's like, "Hey, we don't like each other, but neither of us play about one thing, and that's family. And last he checked, half of his family was in the match.
Yep.
Or half the team was made up of his family. Anyways, you get the idea.
I do.
Punk comes out. He says it's Monday. And that means that tonight it's his team because Cody had mentioned something about, hey, thanks for, joining my team or some shit like that.
Yep.
Punk's like, you can quarterback over on SmackDown, but this is my show.
Say this is Raw.
Roman's like, I don't like either of you, but we can all agree on the one.
Paul Heyman.
He's like, we can all agree on one thing. I hate Paul Heyman and the Vision. He says that, and I hate them more than I hate you. Roman then said, since we're being honest tonight, that world title would look much better on my shoulder. And then he starts to walk off. And finally, Punk goes, which one do you mean? And Roman just looks back at him, turns back, and continues walking and lips to the camera. And he's like, I'll let you figure it out.
And then Punk in the background goes, looking at Cody, goes, he was talking to you.
So once they started talking, it was fine.
It was fine. It was good. Yeah.
But
it just took 20 minutes to start up.
So here's the thing. I cannot complain about that because you cannot just cut the crowd off. Like, they're your live audience, and I get that.
Oh, dude.
We used to watch The Rock do it all the time. We're not going to sit here and pretend like we didn't like it back then. We loved it. The problem is, you're trying to now rush through the show.
You're probably right.
So it bothers you more. Whereas when we were teenagers, there was no rushing through the show. We were there, we were hoping it was on forever.
I still had all the time in the world.
Right.
Now my time means something, and WWE is not respecting my time.
Believe it or not.
Be fair, neither is Tony Khan or AEW with their fucking marathon pay-per-views.
Yeah, so my time doesn't mean anything. But
I'm a busy and important man over here, okay?
You don't do shit. Shut up.
I do all types of things.
You do the same thing I do. You complain about things hurting, okay?
No, I'm fairly okay, thanks to medicine.
Medicine.
Thanks, medicine.
Yeah, medicine can't help my back. I would need surgery.
Well, I have an autoimmune disease that slowly makes my body produce more inflammation than it needs to. But enough about our
that sucks.
aging bodies. Yeah, it's great.
Backstage. Now we're just trying to one up each other. You know what? I got cancer, bitch. I don't, guys.
No,
don't worry.
I hurt. No, I hurt more. No, I hurt more.
Which is funny because that's what these guys were doing at one point. And Roman even said, "Why don't you guys just whip it out and measure it here?" And I lost it.
He's won the talk.
So backstage, shortly after this, Heyman asks McIntyre to basically relax and not get booted out tonight. It's tag team advantage tonight or tag team match for advantage tonight in the War Games match. Logan is playing along and he's like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be Drew and Brock, right?" And Paul's like, "No, and you probably shouldn't talk about Brock. He's not in a very good mood." Which he has a fun moment later. And then he's like, "Oh, so you're talking about Breaker?" And he's like, No, not Breaker." And I mean, everybody knew it was gonna be Logan. Come on now. And he's like, "Oh, so Reed?" And he's like, No. He's like, "Me?" And he's like, "You." Not a bad backstage segment.
No, it was fine. Plus, McIntyre and Paul have a history of teaming up anyway, so if McIntyre was going to tag with any of them, it'd be the guy he has already done it with. That only makes sense.
A little surprised they didn't go with Braun.
They're saving Braun so they can look strong.
Right. So then we get our first match, which is the Time Is Now tournament match, which is Gunther versus Carmelo. And
match of the night.
Yeah, it was. Melo looked good tonight.
Well, Gunther made him look really good.
So
not that Melo doesn't look good all the time.
Melo's one of the few people that are actually pretty consistent when he's in the ring.
Yeah, he's athletic as shit, but like Gunther did a lot for him. And he got in a lot of offense too.
Yeah, he did. So Melo hit a power bomb on Gunther while Gunther was taunting on the turnbuckle. That was pretty cool. Followed it up with a springboard DDT. I don't think I've ever personally seen before.
That's because it was messed up.
Melo put a lot of fight in this match, using a couple sleeper holes to try and take Gunther out. Did a reverse power. He reversed a power bomb into a DDT. That was pretty cool. After a near count out, which they were playing off of last week's stuff, that happened.
Yeah, because he beat Bronson Reed via count out to advance in the first round.
Yep. Gunther hit a nasty power bomb on Melo, then put him in a sleeper. Melo fought out of it and then immediately ate another power bomb to get pinned for the 1-2-3.
Yep. That's a good showing.
I like that they gave Melo a lot of time in this match. If they want to build him up as a future top guy, they really need to start working on it.
And they need to do it without promo segments. Melo's not there on the mic. He's not. Let him speak with his actions in the ring. He needs to get over the same way like a Penta got over.
Right.
And not by talking. And not by being put with the fucking Miz.
Yeah, definitely not that way. But the one thing they definitely can't do is just shit on the momentum he has built with the last couple weeks. Like, they need to actually...
He's normally on SmackDown, so maybe... Who's the U.S. champion right now?
What's his face? Ilya Dragunov.
Maybe he needs a really, really good showing against Ilio. He ain't going to beat Ilio because Ilio just won it. But although I wouldn't be mad with a Carmelo Hayes win.
I wouldn't either. But yeah, I put in my notes, they just got to make sure they keep it going. Can Triple H do that? Probably not.
Probably not indeed.
Triple H is not very good at booking up-and-coming talent. That is one thing, which is weird to say, by the way, guys, considering he did great things with NXT.
His thing in NXT, yeah.
But he is struggling with building new stars. Like, they bring people up. Now, he's not as bad as Vince. He's not bringing people up and watching them just get buried. But he also likes to hang on to those old school long-term people.
I was just about to say, that's the thing with building new stars. You actually have to put them over your older stars.
Yeah.
And they refuse to do that. Because let's be real, there's no reason Brock Lesnar needs to still fucking be around.
No.
This is Cena's send-off, and then he'll be gone. Randy Orton doesn't need to be in the main event. Honestly, your main event scene will be much more exciting if your champions are fighting newer people.
Yep.
But they do have to be over first. So you've got to get them over by beating your already established talent.
We get a backstage segment. It's the Face War Games team. They're having a meeting, still talking. Usos show up and they're like, hey, we're going to go take care of the tag team match because we're the only two people that seem to be getting along with anybody. And that's each other. Which I agreed with. I feel like they should have been the ones to go out and probably get beat, which is what I put in my notes, which they did, by the way.
Yeah, they galvanized the baby faces. It was fine. It was fine. Nothing special. Just fine.
We get a quick Cena vignette. It talks about grading.
We got a lot of them.
Talk about great. This was the only one I caught.
The last time is now one more fucking time.
This was the only one that I caught, so I didn't see any of the others.
Lucky you. It was every commercial break, it felt like.
We get an in-ring segment. Unfortunately, we had to hear Dominic Mysterio talk. He came out basically said, now this ended up being funny before it was over. He did.
It was so 1995.
That's why I loved it. Shut your face. I don't have much left in wrestling, damn it.
Yes, little people spots. This is great.
It was amazing. I laughed my ass off. So Cena's music hits, which we all knew Cena wasn't there. I thought they were going to do the like, oh ha ha ha, Cena's not actually here thing. But yeah, then a little person came out dressed up as Cena. Then
a little person dressed up as Stu the cameraman.
Yes.
It was very strange.
He runs through Cena's major promo material against Dom, and at one point Dom's like, "Hey man, just follow the script." But the little dude just kept going.
Yeah, he was getting into it.
And then Dom just booted the shit out of him.
Yeah, so you told me somebody got hurt during this show.
Did you think that was it?
I thought it was the little guy at first, and I'm just like, okay, no, he lifted his arm because he was grabbing his shoulder, and the way Dom kicked him, it looked like, oh fuck, maybe he separated his shoulder or something. But it kept going, so I'm like, okay, he's okay.
Eventually, after beating him down for a little bit, Rey Mysterio's music hits just after he does a frog splash to the little guy. At which point Dom leaves the ring, and then Finn and JD McDonuts music hits.
McDonuts.
And I guess we're starting the next match, which is match 2, Rey Mysterio versus JD McDonough. Also, we got announced at this point that apparently Sheamus got hurt last week, so he's out of the tournament.
Oh yeah, they mentioned that. I saw it somewhere, but yeah, he's out. So now LA Knight gets to fight another mystery opponent.
It's gonna end up being Joe Hendry.
Probably.
But yeah, we honestly, this was a pretty decent match overall.
It was fine. This whole show was just fine. Nothing really happened. Nothing really bad happened other than the Penta stuff. It was just fine.
McDonough hit a Spanish fly that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I thought he was about to crush Ray for a second. Ray looked like he wasn't going to get full rotation there for a hot second.
Finn Balor at some point tried to get involved and backfired. Ray hit McDonough into Finn, who was on the apron, and then he hit the 619 and won.
Yep. No muss, no fuss.
Post-match, Finn tried to attack him, and he ran him around the ring because Finn was chasing him. And then he did this thing where he got to the ropes and then moved, and Finn fell out of the ring trying to dive into it. It was pretty funny.
Yep.
We get a backstage segment. This one I don't know much of what happened. Rodriguez was mad that someone got a title shot somewhere. I couldn't hear because somebody was running a vacuum in my house.
She was just asking why Nikki Bella got a title match and she didn't, and
Nikki. I agree.
Pierce pretty much assured her that she's in the title picture and to not worry, and she kind of took those words and was like, okay.
But I did make out that apparently the New Day, you get tag team title shots next week.
Oh, yeah, they came in after that, didn't they? And he's like, oh, I did wanted to see you. And because they were like, you ruined the tag division, blah, 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 their normal spiel. And he's like, I just wanted to let you guys know that AJ and Dragon Lee will be here next week. And they said they wanted to be fighting champions and they wanted to face the New Day. And they were super shocked that he said the New Day. Yep. So they made him say it's official, and then they got all jazzed about it. And then Grayson Waller put a blonde wig on Pierce's head, and he was annoyed.
I would be too. We get an in-ring segment, which started off rough. So Becky Lynch and the rest of the heel team come out.
This whole thing was rough to me.
She's talking about how now the legally getting her title back thing is funny if you follow everything going on Twitter. Because she has been talking some mad shit, talking about getting legal team involved on Twitter. It is hilarious.
Becky's a good follow on Twitter. She is humorous.
And
she has been for a while.
She thinks the company will be better when she gets the title back on her. She thinks the company will be better when she gets her to AJ Lee. She then claims that this is her team. She was like, me and Asuka, we get we fought a bunch of times, but I've beaten her like 7 out of 8 times.
She's like 9 out of 10 times I win. She's like, you make me work for it.
And then she was like, and then we got, you know what? I'll let you say it. And she gives the mic to Asuka, and Asuka goes, "Kyrie!" She then goes over to Nia. This part had me rolling as well. She's like, "Yeah, Nia's the only person to ever, what did she say? To damage her face
or something."
She says Nia's the only woman able to damage my face, and I didn't have to wear a mask to protect my face. Making fun of Rhea, and then she
throwing those shots,
and then she talks about putting taking Lash under her wing to make her as famous as she's made everyone else in this ring famous. Dude, I love Becky so much. She's such a good heel. As long as she can get away from the annoying part of being all. Everybody says it. I've said it.
Where she talks in the same cadence as like Donald Trump to be annoying because she knows that's annoying.
Yes. Faces come out. They all go down to the ring together. AJ Lee does a pretty fun rundown of Becky Lynch. Talking about how basically it's just saying how scared she is. And how she's looking forward to being locked in a cage with Becky Lynch.
AJ's promos make me cringe now.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I thought it was good.
I don't understand it quite either, but I think she mentions mental health too much, and I get it. Mental health is important, and this is not a shot at anything to do with that, but I don't need to hear about mental health when I'm trying to watch professional wrestling.
I think it's more just to try and help people understand and remind them it's okay to go to therapy and things like that, because a lot of people won't.
Yeah, I know, and I feel like a shithead even saying it, but I just don't want to fucking hear it in the middle of a promo.
It's okay, Joe. You became one of my best friends because you are a shithead. We were shitheads together as teenagers.
Thank you.
We were assholes, guys. It was a fun time.
Yeah, we still are assholes.
We are. And then at that point, a brawl broke out, as expected.
Yeah, as those things do.
And there was a fun moment during the brawl. So there's a part where Alexa Bliss and AJ Lee jump on the backs of Lash and Nia, and got them in headlocks, and they eventually get shaken off. And then Flair and Rhea come in with some big boots to them. I was like, man, I'm surprised you get your guys' legs that high. Those are some tall women.
Because Lash they're both tall, but I think Lash is even taller than Nia, right?
By like an inch or two. It wasn't too much taller.
Yeah, but still taller. Like, those are some big ass ladies, man.
Yeah, they are. But yeah, and then Io dove out at them, and then they all celebrated in the ring like they just won. So here's what I'm thinking. What I think they should do, and this is not what I think they will do. What I think they should do is have the heel men win at War Games, and then have the face
and the face ladies.
women.
Yeah, I literally said that to Kristen when we got done watching that promo.
But I would almost be willing to bet they will do the exact opposite. Because you can't make your champions look bad now.
They favor Brock Lesnar so much. I can't see a Brock Lesnar team losing.
I mean, I would hope.
I mean, I would too, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
Then we get the match 3, which is the last time is now tournament match number 2 of the night. It's Solo Sikoa versus Penta. I don't have really any notes. I was like, match was going okay, and then Penta did a Hurricanrana off the apron to the floor, and they went
off the barrier to the floor. And I watched it several times, and I didn't see what happened. It had to be like his hand or forearm or something.
But yeah, he did a Hurricanrana. They were like, yeah, we'll be right back. And then they came back, and he's being walked out of the match. And he's injured.
With 2 doctors or whatever.
Which is our thumbnail, by the way.
Yeah.
Bow, bow, bow. Let me upload that to you. There you go. But yeah, no, he was being walked out. And
yeah, it's a bummer.
You could tell he was bummed. You could actually tell Solo was annoyed. Because, like...
Yeah, so what's he holding there? His hand?
He's not holding anything.
He ain't holding anything.
My guess is
I don't know what happened. I couldn't decipher it.
My guess is it's probably a shoulder issue. Because of how he's holding his arm.
Yeah.
Now, so yeah, they announced that Solo's the winner because the doctors had to stop the match. Now, this is a ripple effect situation. So, a big news coming out of this weekend, Saturday, they held their AAA event on YouTube. And Penta and Rey showed up and challenged Dom and El Grande, Americano, to a tag match at the next AAA event in Guadalajara. Now it's being built as a big thing. The Lucha Bros getting back together. They even cut a really fun promo and everything for it. The Luchas did. And now all of a sudden, depending on what exactly happened...
So Rey Fenix.
Did I not say Rey Fenix?
You just said Rey, so I thought Mysterio.
My bad. I knew which Rey I meant. You didn't.
Yeah. Well, it's hard to know for sure because Dom's there. So is it right. Rey Mysterio because it's Dom? And I didn't even put the Lucha Brothers connection together because of just basically Rey Fenix hasn't done anything since he's gotten there. Not his fault, but
right. But yeah, so the Lucha Bros were all primed to, finally get together in a WWE product in some way, shape, or form, which, again, I would have hoped would have propelled them into being a tag team again for even the main roster. And yeah.
We'll eventually get it, obviously, but...
this kills any momentum that happened there. And again, you feel bad for Rey. Because every time he seems to finally get into something that he's going to be doing well at, something happens. Like Andrade, the two of them were doing well, and then Andrade was like, "Yeah, no, fuck you guys."
Yeah, it turns out Andrade wasn't doing well.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't know, dude. I never like to see a wrestler actually get injured.
No. Especially one you like.
Especially one the caliber of Penta. I couldn't remember his name for some reason.
Because we talked about 3 different Rays.
We get a backstage moment where it's where Pierce is with Maxine Dupree. He tells her everyone wants to take the title off of her. She's like, "Well, I'm gonna call Natalya for help." And then she's approached by Ivy Nile, who is the one I think she should lose to, if I'm being honest. But then Roxanne, who I think she is actually going to lose to, was like, hey, what about my title shot? And Pierce finally shows
up. I would rather she lose to Raquel.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Because Raquel's going to be more involved in the women's world title picture.
Well, then she needs to win that then. But she's not. She's not going to win it over Stephanie Vicure.
Yeah, I hope not anytime soon.
Although
she can go take the other one.
Yeah, she ain't beating Jade.
I'd rather her beat Jade than Stephanie. I think Stephanie's a better wrestler.
Oh, I agree, but you need a heel to beat Stephanie. Eventually, a heel's going to have to do it. And at least if it, of all the heels they have on Raw, I would rather it be Raquel. Reward her for all the good work she's done this past year.
Ugh, she'd be such a terrible world champ, though. She's such a good wrestler, dude. She doesn't cut really good promos for me, though.
Well, she never really gets to do anything. It's always her partner, the smaller one, that does all the talking.
And they're not much better.
No, honestly, I think Raquel is a better promo than Roxanne. She's not better than Liv, but...
But there's a reason I think Ivy should win it, and it ties all into the whole American Alpha, American Made situation.
Yeah.
And I just think story-wise, it's a better turnout for the IC title with all that.
Well, it is an undercard belt, so...
but like I said,
I don't mind keeping it with the undercard.
That's not going to happen either. It's going to go to Roxanne, and I'm going to hate life.
But you get to see Pop Rocks.
I don't. That's a dumb move. No, it's just Code
Red.
Code Red. Fuck it. I don't care. I think the Code Red and the Destroyer should both be stopped completely in wrestling. I hate them both. They suck.
Well, they don't suck. It's just they've been overused.
We get a Stephanie Vac. Speaking of Stephanie Vac here, we get a vignette. Oh, wait, I didn't even get to finish. Pierce shows back up, chases Roxanne off, and then tells Maxine she should probably make that call to Natalya right now.
Yep, she looked overwhelmed.
Yeah, she did.
Which is the best acting she's done yet.
Then we get a Stephanie Vaquer vignette, which was cool. And then we get the main event, which is only match number 4. Surprisingly, they did one less match than normal tonight. We get the Usos versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul. Logan and Drew did a double suplex to Jay at one point where they stalled it out. And then
they just held him up there forever, it seemed like.
And then both kipped up at the same time. I was really hoping they were going to run into each other in the process because that would have been funny. But they both turned enough that it didn't happen, which is probably the safe thing to do. So, I'm glad they didn't hurt each other in the process, but it would have been hilarious to watch them just bounce into each other doing it.
You mean watch Logan Paul bounce off a big-ass Drew McIntyre?
Yes. Braun at some point comes out, tries to get involved, but Cody and Punk go out to stop them. Jay jumps over the ropes to take everyone out, which is enough distraction for Logan to roll up Jimmy and get the quick 1, 2, 3. A brawl breaks out. Roman Reigns music hits. He Superman punches pretty much everybody. No, hits everybody. All the heels. And then Brock's music hit. And let me tell you, this man came out, went to do the stomp of his little entrance thing, slipped on some sweat, and then had to backwards roll through it. Absolutely had me laughing out loud. Because this man is supposed to come off as just being absolutely intimidating.
And then a slip and an uneasy moment will put you down real quick. 2 out of the
last 5 times this man has shown up on TV, something absolutely embarrassing has happened to this man. And I listen.
Wear actual fucking shoes and not cowboy boots.
As much as I cannot stand Brock as a human being, I can absolutely appreciate the absolute joy this man goes through when dealing with an embarrassing situation. So he had the.
I don't think he can be embarrassed.
He had the couple of weeks ago, a few weeks ago now, where
his pants ripped,
his jeans ripped while wrestling, and he just cracked jokes about it. And then here, you see him smiling, laughing. He even put his cowboy hat on Braun Breaker's head, being goofy afterwards. Fun times.
Yeah, you can actually tell he was having a fun go.
They all get to the ring. It's time for everyone to be serious. Brawl breaks out again. And guys, we didn't even make it 5 seconds into the full-on brawl with everybody involved before they were like, episode done. Goodbye.
Yep.
I'm just like, what are we doing? Like, you finally get to the point where we've all been building up for, and you're going to sit here and act like Netflix is telling y'all to cut this shit off. You are allowed to go as long as you fucking want to, my guy.
Yep.
Like, that is stupid. And I know why they're doing it, because now, because this is the second week in a row they've ended in a situation like that, where it cuts off before, getting too far into whatever's going on. And it's their way to try and get people into the stadium. Oh, you're going to miss the end of what actually happens, but you know what? If you go to the show, you're not going to miss it.
Yeah, no little 10-minute brawls worth $500 to not know what happened.
Not at all.
Especially when these shows all start out with giant video packages of what happened the previous week.
Right. And that's Raw. That's Raw.
Yep.
So, outside of Raw, something happened at 10 o'clock tonight.
I got home from work.
The AEW Continental Classic blocks came out.
Oh, were they released?
I have the list. I watched the video. On the gold side, we've got... And now you guys got to remember, it's round robin. So gold side, everyone's going to wrestle each other. Blue side, everyone's going to wrestle each other. And the winner of both sides wrestle for the championship. Yeah. So on the gold side, and I'm mad, by the way. I think it's a good bracket, don't get me wrong. But I'm mad that a certain couple of people weren't put into this. And it bums me out. So on the gold side, it's Darby Allin, Pac, Kevin Knight, Speedball Mike Bailey. Look, you're going to have to deal with Kevin Knight, dude. He's not going anywhere. He's going to be a big name in AEW eventually.
They're tag team wrestlers. They don't have any singles guys that can go into these brackets.
You're never going to build them as singles guys unless you do stuff like this. Speedball's in it. Kyle Fletcher's in it. And Kazuchika Okada. That's the gold side. The blue side. Konosuke Takeshita. Fucking John Moxley. Claudio Castagnoli. Orange Cassidy. Roderick Strong.
There he is.
And Mascara Dorada. So.
No Kyle O'Reilly?
No, he's still injured. So they already said Kyle. They said Kyle wasn't going to be able to be in it at the pay-per-view.
Did they?
Yeah.
That commentary team is rough, man. So
that's not even my disappointment. Where the fuck is Brody King or Bandito? Like, they just lost the tag titles.
They should be the fucking the tag team that's in there, because they're actually two single performers.
I would rather Kevin be in than Bandito. What I would have done, I would have not put Mascara Dorada in, and I probably would have had him replaced by Bandito.
Okay. I'm not mad about that.
And I honestly probably would have replaced Orange Cassidy with Brody King.
I disagree. Orange Cassidy is a much bigger star than Brody Lee.
Brody King?
Or Brody King. Yeah, absolutely.
Brody King almost ran the gamut last year. Like, he almost went undefeated.
He ain't won dick a championship in that company, and Orange Cassidy's won a few.
Right, but this is the type of thing you use to launch somebody. Because I'm telling you right now, dude, Brody King should be bigger than what he is. I
don't disagree with you. But I bet one less Death Rider. Who else was in this fucking thing? One less Speedball.
There were only two Death Rider. There's three, because I forgot Pac was on the other side. Pac.
Heck.
I don't know. I just think not having Brody and not having Bandito was a bad choice, unless they're really going to do something with them.
Maybe they get a rematch against FTR. Who knows?
But here's the thing:
I don't want to see that at all.
I
would much rather they go singles.
I don't want to see Cassidy in this tournament. I don't.
He's one of their favorites, man.
I don't. Here's the thing: I like Mascara Dorada, but he don't even work for fucking AEW. I don't know why he's in this tournament. I honestly would have rather also not seen Jon Moxley in this tournament.
There you go. I'm for that too, because this Moxley doesn't need this.
I hope he loses every single match to submission. 0-6.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, Moxley didn't need to be in there.
Well, here's the thing.
Pac, honestly, didn't need to be in there.
Here's the thing. So the cool thing that I will say about this tournament is it is fireable offense to have anybody interfere in anything. They've never had an interference in any C2 matches. So I'm curious as to how okay, you know what? This is a great bracket. As long as fucking Daniel Garcia is not in it, I'm good. You know what? I don't even care. Let's talk about people I don't want to see.
Yeah, I don't want to see Daniel Garcia right now either.
It'll be
or Yuta for that matter.
The problem is we all know Kazuchika Okada is going to come out of the gold side.
It's Okada and fucking Tak, dude.
And exactly. We all know Tak is going to come out of the blue side. It's really going to come down to who's going to win that match.
Tak, if they're smart.
That's who I would have do it. But
I have a feeling they're not going to lean that way, though.
But yeah, it'll be a good tournament. There'll be a lot of real.
Unless it's a title for title, and then I see Tak winning.
There'll be a lot of really good wrestling. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, these things are always good for really good matches.
And here's the thing. So you're worried about having name power. I'm not even looking for name power. I'm looking for good matches.
Well, their big names are all good workers, so
I actually wouldn't have had Darby in this tournament if it was me designing the brackets either. Not because I think Darby's bad. He's not. But this isn't his kind of environment.
It needs to be.
Yeah.
He needs to be taken more seriously as a wrestler, and not just a rag doll that gets thrown around a ring and into some extracurricular weapons and what have you.
See, for me, he is only and ever only can be a hardcore wrestler for me. Like, his actual just regular wrestling, I don't get excited for. I don't. Cool, he can cough and drop people. That's fun. Outside of that, though, you don't really have much.
He's got a code red and a scorpion deathlock now.
I don't need to see a code red anytime.
He does a code red.
I'm just saying I don't need to see one. I see enough of them.
Blame this bullshit indie style that everybody does all this these stupid moves all the time. The person who invented the move only gave his blessing for one person other than himself to do it.
I would be most excited for Pac to be in this, except that motherfucker don't do any of his cool flippy shit anymore. He thinks he's John Cena heel style. He just wants to kick people and laugh at them and look at the crowd. Like, I don't want to watch that. Get the fuck off my screen with that shit.
I don't disagree with that. I don't like this current version of Pac.
Now you're saying it.
I always call him Pac. I do not call him Pac. Hey, Pac. He's
a pecker. He's a really strong pecker, but a pecker nonetheless.
Oh yeah, that little 5'7" dude. I'm not messing with him. He's as wide as he is tall.
Listen. So during Raw, tell me why when Ray came out, I was half expected for Dom to be like, "You're not any taller than he is."
Kristen said, "Why'd they send the short person to rescue the shorter person?"
That could be a tag team. All right. Anyways, there's our C2 discussion. It starts Wednesday.
Yep.
So we shall see. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it. We love y'all. We'll talk to y'all next time. Deuces.
Later.